Yo guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the first in a little series that I'm tentatively calling like the OP8 cookbook, the OP8 OP9 cookbook, where I just want to take these shorter isolated videos, show you guys a leader or a list I'm cooking with, show you a gameplay, like a game or two max. I want to do this kind of video instead of some of the longer, fully in-depth ones, which I still would like to make on the side as well. But if you prefer this shorter style, or if you prefer the really long ones that go super in-depth with things, let me know which one you like. But for now, I'm going to be trying this out with some of the leaders that I love and some of the leaders that are slightly just more off meta. You know, obviously not the like top tier 1, tier AS leaders, but I do think Carrot has really like a lot of potential, can be a really strong leader. So I wanted to show you guys some stuff that I've been able to cook with in my time using her through OP8 over here in Japan, and hopefully help you guys out as like OP8 rolls out into the West. So without any further ado, let's just jump into it and let's get started. Alright, OP8 gives us a new leader in the name of Carrot. I really love Carrot. She's an awesome leader. I was so stoked for this leader when it was coming out. Really hyped. We didn't get as much support for the Minks as I was hoping, and a few things where I wish some of the Mink characters had also gotten like the Wano trait, like some of the Nekomamushi cards and stuff. But unfortunately we didn't, and but the good thing is there's a lot of still really strong green cards that we can utilize. I'll quickly go over her effect and then go over the rest of the deck. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just want to show you guys and give you my quick impression of what the deck is supposed to do. So if you don't know, Carrot is green 5 life leader. Activate main once per turn. If you have a character with the Minx type in play, rest up to one of your opponent's 5 cost or less characters. So it's really good. It's similar to Bonnie, but this is the way I always like kind of like think about it in my head is Carrot is similar to Bonnie, but it's a proactive leader instead of being reactive. Whereas Bonnie leaves up a Dawn and reacts to what your opponent is doing, Carrot utilizes having the character in play and is able to be proactive and rest your opponent's characters on your own turn, which I think is really strong and actually fits my own like personal playstyle a little bit more. So that's why I think I gravitate towards Carrot a little bit more than Bonnie. But it's I love green decks. Bonnie is still really awesome and I think a fun leader to play. And as you can see here, we have essentially it's just like Bonnie does the double searcher with Supernova and Don Quixote. We're doing Carrot, but it's Mink and Don Quixote. So we're utilizing basically the best parts of both packages with a few cards that are outside of the archetype in there as well. Don Quixote's family is pretty easy right here, right? Like we're just utilizing the search. We have 2-cost Rosie just because he's really good for helping against those black matchups, because like Lucci is still going to be rough even without stage, and it's just a good chump blocker to have. And 8-cost Rosie is really strong in Carrot, and just with the addition of this new 5-cost Carrot. And like Bonnie can play this as well, but Bonnie can't play this card. This Inuarashi is really strong. If your opponent has 2 rested characters on the board and you're at 8 or 9 Dawn, you throw down Rosie and play this Inuarashi, you just played out an 8-cost and a 5-cost and locked 2 of their characters with an additional, you know, if you have the extra Dawn, a 5 or 6k swing from your leader and whatever else you have on board. I think it's really strong. As far as the Minks go, you know, we have Wanda Searcher. Milky is just a 2k, but the thing is you need that the Mink character on board at certain times where it's like I need to have a character on board so that I can rest something next turn for my opponent without having to like play something and then rest it, because unfortunately, I mean, it may seem obvious, but it's worth saying, like you can't play Carrot and then use leader, like 5-cost Carrot and then use leader effect and then get the lock effect, right? Same with the Inuarashi. They need to already be rested. So you get in these predicaments sometimes where you're like, oh my god, like if I could just rest them and then play this, I would like be in such a good spot. But since I can't, it's gonna feel so bad. Like it's a very feels bad man moment. So basically Pedro and Milky are not only just like, and Wanda, obviously Wanda's the best here. We always want to try and get Wanda and have her on board and keep her on board. But these are kind of like our plan B options where like Pedro's good just because he's a blocker, right? As well, and 4 Dawn. So a lot of times on like, you know, your 9 Dawn turn, if you really don't have anything else to do, you could always play like a Pedro, rest something, and then play one of these 2. And he's just a good blocker, right? Some of these ratios, like these are things that I'm just kind of feeling that work really well right now with my testing. But there's things you could change. Some of the things, like if you could change this to 2, pager to 4, or vice versa, whatever you feel is necessary and whatever you feel helps hit your ratios that you want for your search targets and things, like for your own personal like preference of how you like to play. Obviously 10 cost Dofi is really good, and we have 9 cost Zoro in here because when the 9 cost Shanks comes out for 8.5, I think you can replace Zoro as long as like if you're not seeing as much Enel in your meta, if you're not seeing as many Bonnies, because the thing is, like, Carrot is really good against Black Yellow Luffy. You don't need 9 cost Zoro. You just need like a Mink character on board, maybe 1 Carrot, and like if you can play 1 Dofi, like you're probably gonna win, just because they're not able to set up their Sabos efficiently, and you're always resting and locking things. So you don't need Zoro to win, but Zoro will help you obviously win like the Enel matchup. It's going to help you win against Bonnie. It's going to help you in a lot of different situations. If you get Zoro down against Blue Dofi as well, it can be a win con for you. 2 of the 0 cost events here, just because they're searchable, and while there are not a lot of bricks at all, I do sometimes still just like being able to get rid of a card that we don't need to get out of those 7k attacks. But you don't need this in this deck, I don't feel like. If you wanted to take this out in this particular build, you probably could, but I like having it there just as a search target. And then 2 Lunas. I like to not go overkill with my Lunas in Carrot, as that might sound ironic. I used to run it at like 3 or 4 no matter what, and it can be very strong. Obviously it depends on the meta. I think when Red Purple Law was around, it was a little bit more justifiable, and until 8.5 Dofi comes out, I think you're kind of good at 2. It's really nice in certain situations, but it's not a card you really need all the time. And yeah, like the trigger obviously is amazing. It's Punk Gibson trigger, and this trigger has saved me from multiple games a lot of times. But yeah, and then we have Bonnie as well. This is another tech card that I don't feel is 100% necessary in OP8, but it is really good obviously against Black. Stopping those Moria turns, it's really good against Enel. It's really good against Black Yellow Luffy. It's just really strong in certain situations when like we have 3 of these 5 costs here that stop, like stun or lock something, right? And they're really good targets off of 8 cost Rosie. Every time I run 8 cost Rosie at more than 2 in any deck that I play, I like always immediately regret it. So I'm just putting him at 2 for now. But that's it. That's the gist of the deck. Hopefully I can showcase it for this match that we have coming up. But yeah, that's it for the deck. If you have any more specific questions, please let me know down in the comments and I'll try and answer to the best I can. But let's move on to the next part. All right. Good old KATAKURI. I think we'll steal their second career from them. Oh, Nikes. This is decent. I mean, Zoro is obviously really good. So is Dofi. Problem is, we got to make sure we can get... Ooh. Get a carrot, maybe? Yeah, that's nice. It's kind of why I like running 3. I like Zoro at 3 in decks like this. Really just helps make sure you're going to see them. See if they put to the top or bottom. I'm thinking about it. Oh, great. That's not good. I think some chump blockers would help us here. I don't know why. I should have waited to play her. That's just my bad. That is so my bad. I'm sorry. I swear, bro. Watch Onami KO. That's probably Perospero or Satori then, if he's thinking about what to discard. Maybe it's 5 head that I play Baby 5 first. Okay, nice. Because then they have to choose which one they want to KO. Because they could just KO 1 in that sense and attack into Baby 5. Against yellow, right? You kind of just want to have your boss monsters ready to go. We probably don't need 2 Hody, so this could be a different card. But we have Carrot. We have a main con board already. Like, we're looking good. We're looking good. Carrot can suffer if you don't get the setup right. Okay, they left that at the top. That was quick, too. They left that at the top real quick. Ooh, and we have a Bonnie. Okay, so saving this Bonnie. If we can get an 8 cost Rosie. Because we're going... Okay, yeah. Well, it'll be a little bit hard to time, but it'll be fine. I think we can... That's another thing with playing against yellow. Make sure you rest a character first if you want to. But you also have to be careful. Yeah, dang it, that's the other thing. If this is a trigger, like a Kikinojo or something that's gonna come out, then we could have just possibly misplayed, because you might want to rest this one. But you also have to be careful, because if it's a KO card, then they can just KO you before you get the rest off, which is kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. So it's whatever. So this is looking okay. If they play 7 Mom here, I honestly might just give them the light. No, I think we trash. Because if they play 7 Mom, they can only swing 5. They don't have Paris Paro attack. Okay, so they're playing 7 Mom. Do that. We'll trash, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. Good thing is Carrot can stun 7 Mom, which is really, really nice. Oh man, we're goated. Holy crap. So they're going to 9 Dawn though. I think we save, but we're not gonna we're not gonna have Bonnie. I don't think we'll be able to play Bonnie on our 10 Dawn turn, because we'll probably want to play Zoro. I like playing Rosie here though, to potentially save us from getting KO'd. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's see if it pays off. Okay. And then we'll do this. No. Now we can swing 5 first. This might be a little weird. This might be a little not as... I don't know if that was the best line. That's all I'm trying to say. But we'll see. I think at the end of the day, it's still pretty strong. Unfortunately, we don't have... Like, this counter actually would have really helped. But I have a feeling he's going to want to kind of go for... Let's see what... Oh, okay. So it was probably just counter or something, like a pudding. 9 Dawn here. Man, if we were able to go first, though... Well, no, because on our 9 Dawn turn, we would have wanted to play Zoro anyways. I guess it's just like if you don't have Zoro, this Bonnie is so strong. But I don't know. I don't think there's a world where not playing Zoro is the play. Because depending on how much life they damage, like they have to take next turn. So I think we have to let this go. If he plays another 7 cost Mom, we might have to just trash again. Because we'd have 3 swings. Oh, okay. Ah, dang it. Alright, that's another 7 Mom. He's probably going to go 8 into Rosie. Oh, okay. A life. So annoying. See if we grant them. I have to. Because if he's playing 10 Mom next turn, so... Okay. 5, 7. But yeah, we won't be able to survive, will we? I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We might have to play 10 Dofi. Because then I can just go for board. And he'll only have an 8k attack coming in, which we'll have to take, and then we'll go down to 0, and we'll have to try and... I think this is probably worth it though. I'm gonna swing here. Oh no, that's right. If he's rested, oh my gosh, let's just do this. Let's just do this. I'm sorry. He needs to be rested, but I really think saving him for the third attack is going to be strongest. If he gets stuff out of life too, we're kind of fucked, but we'll see. I might have to try and KO Paros Pero and then rest and stun whatever he does there. Alright, so 6 here. I guess that doesn't matter, right? Because it's only active. Yeah, I should have... Yeah, it didn't really matter. Yup. Okay. That's why I should have just swung. I should have just swung with Rosie. I should have just done that. I'm an idiot. Alright. Like, I literally knew what we were trying to play around and still just kind of, like, went into it. Oh my god, dude. Alright. Alright. It's Katakuri doing Katakuri things. Is there ever a world where we play like Bonnie and Luna? If I play Bonnie and rest a Dawn, stun a Dawn. Oh, I put a Dawn on Carrot. I'm so dumb. Alright, that's the play then. I literally didn't even realize I had done that by the time that happened. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, I didn't even realize. I thought we were going with the Zoro play. I was just searching for another one, I guess. I thought we were going with the Zoro play in my head and just put a Dawn on Carrot. I guess that's why it's important to I knew those were my two options. Well, I had three options, right? It's Dofi Zoro or Bonnie Luna, but I didn't like come to a conclusion concisely enough, and so I'm suffering for that. So you can see how that's not good. I mean, if I were him, I don't know, I'd try and get rid of this Rosie for sure. I think we just save it, make him put like these 10 Dawn or 6 Dawn, make him swing 10k at least. Oh, was he playing for 5? Wow, we got another Dofi. Nami, okay. Hedging his bets a little. That's fine. He gets to draw a card from it too. That's right, he can't. That's funny. Oh, we're rewarded at last. Finally. Okay, I'm not making the same mistake this time. I think this is just gonna be better. Alright. You guys can learn with me in real time. I think we go 7 here. 7 with Bonnie, because we can go 7, 7, 8. 7, 7. Yeah, no, I think, right? If we go like 9, it's Katakuri, right? It's Katakuri, right? Should be fine, right? Okay. I don't have another plan B. Unfortunately, I don't have another plan B. Oh, come on. No. Oh. Oh, it's Thunderbolt. Yes, it's okay. Oh. I figured that might happen. Oh, yes, okay. Nice. I know we had Wanda there, but like in the back of my mind, I was just like, if something happens and Wanda goes away, like literally, I just left Wanda out of my initial calculations because I figured something was going to happen to her. That's funny. But yeah, we could have swung 9. I guess 9 would have been better. So if that didn't go through, instead of Hoda, we just put 7 Dawn on Wanda. Nice. Okay. Well, we made some misplays, but so did they. So I think that evens things out. I think you guys can kind of see the power of Carrot here. Like, being able to rest and stun things is very, very strong. But it's in some instances, it can just be like putting a band-aid over like a gushing wound, right? And I think it's very important to like know when it's best to stun, know when it's best to just keep applying pressure, or when it's best to actually try and clear the board. That's something you have to be very conscientious of during against Blue Dofi, like 8.5 Blue Dofi, when they're just building board like crazy. And you know, like, oh, I have a Luna, I can stop them. Or maybe I have 2 Lunas, I can stop them 2 turns in a row. But if you aren't able to put yourself in a situation where after those 2 turns are up, like, will you lose on the crackback? Or are you able to win first? Are you able to win before them? Or are you able to clear their board? You just needed, like, the 1 turn. Because, yeah, sometimes it's like, you play Hody, you rest 2 things, you KO 2 things, and then you stun the other 2, and you can deal with those after. That's why, actually, Hody and Luna are, like, actually is a really good combo on your 10 Dawn turn if you don't have a better play. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you're playing Carrot in OP8. Still definitely one of my favorite leaders, and I've actually been cooking with her again in OP09 as well. And I'm really excited to play her some more, because with NES Lobby gone from Lucci, I do think now green can kind of stand. It's still an unfavored matchup, but I think they can stand up to Lucci and some of the other like KO heavy decks. But yeah guys, that's it from me. As always, thank you so much for watching. Check out the Discord, check out the other channels on my YouTube. If you liked this one, consider liking and subscribing. Follow me on Twitter at FideliOTCG, and let me know what other leaders and decks you want to see. I'll give you a sneak peek. There's gonna be, like I said, the Mink full Mink Carrot. I'm gonna be doing green Odin. I'm gonna be doing red green Odin, a lot of the Wano stuff. But there are other leaders that I want to cook with, and if you have one specifically for OP8 that you want me to try and at least just like give my best effort at, let me know down in the comments, and we can cook together. But that's it for me, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.